The standing windmill is an awesome progression from our half kneeling variations. Whether it's a dumbbell, kettlebell, medicine ball, or even if it's just body weight, you're gonna take your toes, get these out of the way here. I'm gonna take my toes, I'm gonna point them to a side. It doesn't necessarily matter, it's just kind of gonna determine what side you start with. So if I'm gonna work into my right hip, I'm gonna point my toes off to the left, and I'm gonna sit my weight into that right leg, really stiffening up at the hip. My right arm is going to be overhead, and I want to take my left hand and put it to my left thigh. So right hip has my weight, left hip has my hand, my right hand goes straight up. So again, I'm starting to think about making a T between my two fingers. From this position, I'm going to push into my right hip, reaching my left arm towards the floor. My hand is staying as straight as possible as my eyes look up. As soon as this hand either hits the floor or I get to a point where my mobility restricts me, I come back up, returning to the start position. Now say I'm using a weight, something like a dumbbell. I'm gonna push press the weight straight up, sitting into my left hip. Again, same arm, same leg here. My opposite arm that's not working is going to the thigh. As I reach to the ground, my eyes come and look up at the implement the entire time, trying to make that T position to the floor, pushing into the ground, returning to the top. If I'm using a kettlebell, same concept, just taking the bell straight up, loading into that hip. I kind of call it a sassy hip at times. Reaching my hand down to the floor, returning to the top. That's the standing windmill.